Okay, so we'll just go on to the Pinot last. So, having, again, just be dropping again that I've just come back from Marlborough, lucky me, and I think that the Pinots in Marlborough looked better than I've ever seen them before. I didn't really expect to see that Marlborough Pinot would actually start to get really serious. I mean, you always imagine Marlborough Pinot as being quite juicy and quite easy and fragrant sort of wines, but this time around I was just like, wow, people are actually starting to take Marlborough Pinot really seriously.
Yeah.
Have you sort of seen the same sort of thing?
I think with Marlborough, there's a lot of different styles of Pinot.
Yeah.
Comparing to the other regions like Central Otago and Martinborough, which tend to have their own styles,
Yeah.
you can kind of know what you're sort of going to get from those wines. But Marlborough, you can get the bigger, spicier, richer styles right through the spectrum to the lighter, fleshy red fruit.
Absolutely.
I think that's great, the diversity that we have. And also when you delve into the different sub-regions, I mean, I'm sure that you can see that with the Pinots.
Yeah, very much so. And so what do you sort of see as the Awatiri, okay, anyway, style of Pinot? What do you sort of imagine is the sort of the Pinot style that you see off your sort of Pinot blocks?
This is the first year that we've released a single block Pinot under our estate range. Look, we're still learning a lot about Pinot from our vineyard, and the vines, they are starting to get a little bit more age now, but they're relatively young. So each year, I've had a lot of different flavours coming through.
Absolutely.
And of course, each vintage will throw in, different wines and flavours anyhow. But look, I'm quite excited about the Pinot that we're getting off our property. In particular, this block that I have in the 2011 vintage, sitting in barrel now, is stunning. So each year just getting more concentration and, lovely, more sort of richer, darker fruit, spice, but beautiful texture and also minerality, which we see through our whites, which really gives the wines a good backbone.
And come back to, do you think that something comes down to what you've got as far as it's always a slightly cooler and drier climate being Awatiri. You think you see more of that minerality as a result?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Throughout all the varieties, year in, year out, that's what we see, and I love it, I embrace it, beautiful mineral acidity.
Yeah.
Especially the blocks that we have, which are sort of right by the coastline.
Yeah, of course. Because you get a little bit of much more of the real concentrated maritime influence as well.
Absolutely, and almost like a salty minerality.
Yeah, that's great. I love that salty minerality.
I like that too.
Yeah, very much so.